Both of you about some video. If you haven't seen this video yet of Elon Musk getting chummy with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago for Thanksgiving, they were apparently dancing in their chairs to YMCA. And, you know, there's Barron Trump next to the president-elect, but there's Elon Musk right next to him in his sweater, I think, and a blazer. But, you know, Tara, I mean, this does raise a lot of questions about what Elon Musk's role will be in this incoming administration. I mean, just this week, he has been targeting federal employees on X. He has been going after people like Colonel Alexander Vindman, accusing him of treason the other day on X. And he's been given this very big platform with the government. According to Donald Trump, he's going to be finding areas to cut in the federal government. What do you make of this relationship right now?
It's all really creepy, but money talks, and it's clear that Elon Musk has a motive here. He sees by cozying up to Donald Trump, he's going to have influence in ways that he's never had before. Not just being, I mean, he's had a lot of influence being the richest man in the world. But this is a whole different thing. He's literally taking on the role of, you know, favorite son, first lady, and shadow president. This is scary stuff for people. And Elon Musk has no business having a security clearance, all of these government contracts, and now this level of influence with the president of the United States. It's all dysfunctional. These guys are going through this like group trauma therapy session with each other. And the fact that Elon Musk is the guest that won't leave and that Donald Trump continues to give him this role, it speaks volumes. Why wasn't Elon Musk with his own family? Where is that? This is his new family now. This is his new project, because he's so emotionally stunted that this is making him feel relevant. And the fact that as a country and in the world, geopolitics are going to be influenced by this guy going through whatever psychosis, you know, processing he's going through should scare the hell out of everybody, because this is not just in the U.S., but they're influencing and trying to target people also in other countries. This is not just here in the U.S. with this intimidation factor. So the tentacles of this are really, really long. We should keep paying attention to it. I'm glad that we are now.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about more mainstream liberal media meltdowns. And these are the same people who will boo-hoo, whine, and cry about, why don't we have our own Joe Rogan? Why don't we have our own Elon Musk? Why do all these people keep leaving the left? Well, it's because of segments like this, okay? Where you have CNN and the mainstream liberal media, they're hyperventilating over Elon Musk having a Thanksgiving dinner with Trump and enjoying himself along with Trump. They both were enjoying themselves. And this comes as the liberal media is trying to create a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? They keep saying that, oh, well, Trump and Elon Musk, eventually they're going to hate each other. Eventually this relationship is going to be over, right? Because that's what they want, right? They want the relationship to be over. They want to break up the relationship. So they're essentially putting rumors out into the public to make it seem as if the relationship is rocky or that Elon Musk is overstaying his welcome and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. If Trump didn't want Elon around, he wouldn't be around, right? The fact that Elon not only is around, but he's right beside Trump. He's everywhere that Trump goes, basically. He's taking pictures with his family. I mean, he essentially has Uncle Elon status now, right? I mean, clearly, this is a genuine friendship. And I think we actually saw this friendship develop during Elon Musk and his podcast with Trump, okay, that he did on X. A podcast that, hey, Kamala Harris could have did. She could have developed that type of friendship. We saw it develop, and I legitimately think it's genuine. Like, I legitimately think that it's like real recognize real, right? Two alpha dogs in business and have mutual respect. Okay, so that's what you're seeing here. And again, this is no different than what Kamala Harris would be doing with Mark Cuban. Except Kamala Harris is not a business titan, right? So there would be no mutual respect. Mark Cuban would just be using Kamala Harris because she's nothing but a politician, right? She's a lot lower on the totem pole, okay? Right? These people that are boohoo whining and crying about this, Democrats do the same thing except behind closed doors, right? Behind closed doors, they smooze with billionaires and stuff like that, right? At least with Trump and Elon, there's some transparency, right? At least everybody can see it, okay? Everybody can see it. It's out and open. With Democrats, they do it behind closed doors and then try to tell you that, we're the party of the poor, okay? When they're really not, okay? So with that being said, it's getting to the point now where CNN and some of these liberal outlets, they're just engaging in defamatory and slanderous statements against Elon Musk But then again, these are the same people who will boo-hoo whine and cry about why is it that Elon Musk has abandoned the left. It's because these people has went as far as to now start talking trash about him and bringing his family into it. Take a look.
What's your reaction?
I mean, I think that Elon Musk, and one of the biggest fears that people have, which is being realized, is that he really wants to turn America into pre-1990 South Africa. And you look at Elon Musk and some of the things that his own parents have said about him, and kind of coming into his own right now. You see with the xenophobia or the language that he uses to harken back to those days. It makes people have these palpitations and fear. There's nothing about Elon Musk in what he says, regardless of how much money he has, which represents what Abraham Lincoln calls the better angels of our nature. And so his thumbprint's going to be on this government for the next 4 years. I read a Semaphore article today about the reason that Chinese state media is fearing people leaving X because of their investment and going to other social media networks because of the influence they have over Elon Musk. History books are going to write about the fact that Elon Musk took this country backwards. That my father nearly died in this country in 1968, being shot by law enforcement, fighting for rights of people who look like me to be sitting in front of you today. And Elon Musk is working damn hard to take us backwards. The elections have consequences. So God bless you and your stake down at Mar-a-Lago. You get 4 years of influence, and then we have to get this country back on track.
Yeah, so according to the race hustlers at CNN, the African-American Elon Musk wants to turn America into apartheid South Africa, right? This is what he's claiming. He's claiming that Elon Musk is being influenced by China. All types of claims that, really, I don't think they have any evidence to back up. They just say this stuff and they smear the guy. And again, these are the same people that are now complaining about why they don't have an Elon Musk or Joe Rogan on the left. Well, the reason why is because, again, you pushed them all away. Okay, you pushed them all away with this type of stuff. So with that being said, I want to react to this video here from CNN. They're going to talk more about what's happening here with Elon Musk and Trump doing this Thanksgiving dinner.
How long does this last? I mean,
well, that is the question, because as we have seen that some people in Trump's orbit have come and gone. We saw that quite a bit in the first term of his administration. The secret sauce really is in any relationship with Trump is to be on his good side, to be his cheerleader. And Elon Musk, even in the videos and the photos with Trump, is really doing that, pumping him up. Now, of course, how that will look when Trump is the president and tough decisions and calls have to be made, that's a whole separate issue, and we'll see how that plays out. But right now, they're sort of in a honeymoon period. I mean, he did just win in November. Elon was part of the effort to make that happen. So certainly right now, they're enjoying that. And I will say, Manu, to your point, we talk a lot about the Trump loyalists and those who he's placed in the cabinet, but Elon was the one sitting next to him. So if you really want to know who his most trusted confidant is, it's there in the photos and the videos. And
he's also, Musk has obviously a lot to gain by this relationship as well, given his vast business interests. Really, even, he's the richest person in the world. His net worth just hit a record $348 billion. He's $83 billion richer since Election Day alone. But to the point of the Trump-Musk relationship, Trump often gets rid of people, pushes them aside when things start looking, the bad headlines start bouncing back on him. Perhaps that will be one area of tension. If Elon Musk gets a bunch of bad headlines, Trump won't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen. That's what CNN wants to happen. This is what they've been trying to make happen, but that's not going to happen. I don't think Trump cares about Elon Musk getting bad headlines. I mean, that's a really stupid point. And again, it's not grounded in reality, because that's what they've been trying to do up until this point. And clearly that hasn't hurt the relationship, right? Again, these people were putting out all types of speculative rumors about, Elon Musk is overstaying his welcome and blah, 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 right? And Elon Musk is still there. He's still there. I'm just saying, if Trump didn't want Elon around, he wouldn't be there, right? The fact that Elon is there, he's still there, and he's around the president, it really suggests that the friendship is genuine. And, this is what they hate the most. They don't like this. But again, what you're seeing here, it's just transparency. You're seeing the relationship develop. I'm just saying all the things they're boo-hooing and complaining about happens behind closed doors with Democrats. It's just not transparent, right? You just don't know about it. You don't see it.
Really interesting thing is that you could already see out on the campaign trail when they would talk about, what their plans for the new government are. They're really not on the same page about a number of different things, right? Trump has Elon in this weird kind of pseudo-governmental position at the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, that he has stood up essentially for Elon to use. Elon would go out on the trail and talk about how he had plans to cut $2 trillion in federal spending, to just go in there and hack and slash, get rid of enormous portions of the federal bureaucracy. Some of that is simpatico with what Donald Trump wants to do. But when Elon would talk about things like, cutting entitlements and things like that, stuff that Donald Trump hasn't wanted to touch in years. And so when you actually get in there, when Elon starts, if he has his own platform, obviously, if he is talking a lot about things like touching Social Security or Medicare, Medicaid, stuff like that, that Donald Trump doesn't want anything to do with, we will see how long that can really last.
Let's dive into that.
Well, I don't think that, realistically speaking, that is something that is going to be a super big issue in regards to cutting the services in and of themselves, maybe cutting back some of the fat. And see, that's the thing, when these people talk about cutting Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid and stuff like that, they always want to frame it as if, well, you're taking money out of people's pockets in regards to the services that they're receiving. But again, I think what Elon Musk is actually trying to do is to make the services in and of themselves cost less through making the government more efficient, because a lot of the cost of these services is not just the service in and of themselves, like, for example, just giving out the Social Security check, but the administration of it, right? The administrative part of it is where a lot of the bloat comes in, and that's what they don't want to tell you about, right? When you talk about cutting Social Security, you can cut Social Security without cutting people's checks, right? You can actually just cut from the bloat, the administrative cost of it. That also could be a way to cut back. But regardless, what they don't want to acknowledge is that, yes, those programs need to be reformed, right? That, yes, we're going to have to make some cuts. We have to do something to entitlements in order to achieve fiscal responsibility in this country again. And that's a conversation that the liberal media, they don't want to have, right? The establishment will much rather have hyperinflation, okay, rather than to deal with the hard problems that we face as a country because of excessive overspending. And this is why I like somebody like Elon Musk being there with Trump, is because, one, I know that Trump is his own man. He's not going to basically just listen to everything that Elon says, and they're going to disagree with each other on some things. But it's okay to disagree, right? That's the whole point. You want people who do disagree with you on some things, but also, again, have the same vision for the country. That's exactly what you want in your circle, okay? You want people that's going to disagree. The thing that Elon brings to the table is that he understands technology, he understands innovation, he understands business efficiencies, and these are things that need to be applied to the government, right? The government needs a hardware and a software update, right? And that's what Elon Musk, that's what his job is, to come in and to provide a hardware and a software update in order to help the government be more efficient. And that doesn't mean less goods and services for people. What it means is that, hey, you're going to have less administrative costs associated with those goods and services, which hopefully can help people keep more money, right? People can keep more money, put more money into the private sector, and to really grow this economy at the rate that it can grow if it wasn't for the government holding back the economy due to unnecessary regulations and inefficiencies. And again, that is Elon's role, and that's why I like him being a part of the Trump administration, right, and what he's doing. I mean, listen, in modern day politics, hey, you could either have the left-wing billionaires, right, or the billionaires who are not overtly left-wing, right? I mean, pick your poison, right? If I had to choose my billionaires, I'd much rather go with Elon Musk, a Vivek Ramaswamy, those type of guys over a George Soros and a Mark Cuban, okay? So again, I just find it fascinating how the liberal media boohoo whines and cries about the potential influence that Elon may have over the government, when I'm like, this is how the system's been working for the longest time now. If you're upset about this, why weren't you upset about all the billionaires who got influence over Obama, over Biden? I mean, we saw the Hollywood celebrities and the elites, how much control they have over the Democrat Party. They forced Biden out of the race. The donors say, hey, we're not going to support this. We're not going to give you money. You gotta drop out of the race. They literally controlled who could be the Democrats' nominee. They control the whole party. But yet, again, they ain't had nothing to say about that, though. They're not boohoo whining and crying about that. If you don't think billionaires have control over the Democrat Party, you're a fool, right? You're a damn fool, okay? Again, at the very least, Trump is his own billionaire, and Elon Musk actually is a billionaire that, in my opinion, has something positive to bring to the table, considering how he is the top innovator in the world, right? And again, I want to see the United States become a country that once again, is leading the world in innovation, in technology, and taking us to a whole new level that we've never been before. And that's going to be the key to prosperity in this country. Okay, it's going to be the key to prosperity. And this is why I love the partnership between Trump and Elon Musk. It is one of the best gifts of 2024, to be honest with you. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.